Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I thought I'd come and wish you a wonderful day. We're getting closer to this point of equinox on March 20th. And so it will be a great opening to the Stargate of Aquarius. It's going to be a great opening. And so we do want to meditate on 0 point, on stillness, on peace and calm, to really continue to meditate, to anchor that energy. And for new challenges are facing us, and those challenges, no humans will be able to solve those challenges for us. Only the spirit. We do want to call on the spirit for assistance when we ask for specific questions. We'll have specific answers. When we want to address specific problem, we'll have specific solution. But everything is one and whole. So let us try to work in the most unified way possible, so we may a chance to solve many problems all at once. And understanding we have to stop looking for validation outside. We have to find this inner connection and ask for our spirit guides and guidance, and whenever we need it. But we do want to utilize those resources. For the volume of emotion is going to be turned up. It is already turned up, but it's going to be even more so. So it is important to learn to address our emotion, to speak our emotion, to speak our truth, to express our emotion in the most positive way possible. If it's anger that we seek to express, do it in a way that it does not hurt anybody. But it's all emotions will need to be addressed. As we address our emotion and speak our truth, we will encourage other people to do the same, and then all blockages will be released. We are showing the way to others, and to do that in a way that is without drugs and alcohol. For a long time, we needed those sticks to bear with physical reality, but now we're looking for to do it in a natural state of the naturalness of life. And for light workers are processing old energies that were stocked in the earth. Humanity, we are completely incapable. So if you're experiencing some really heavy things, doubt, fear, whatever, it may not come from you directly. It may be part of your mission that you've accepted to transmute all kinds of energies from the collective. And so do not blame yourself. Just allow that to pass through you without resistance. So it is important to see today's solution and not worry about tomorrow's problem. If you have a problem, we have all kinds of problems that we need to solve, and the mind knows that, and he will play them out. But do not invest too much time to worry about something where you have no power over today. Whatever you have the power to solve today is what you should put your energy on, and trust that the solution will come. For those other problems, if you do not have this the solution today, then why worry about it? Just trust God that when you're going to have to face it, God will provide the solution, and then you'll be able to solve that. So focus on the solutions of today rather than the programs of tomorrow. For the truth is uncompromising. It is a bright light that can blind us. It is so powerful. It really wants to bring everything from within us into alignment, seeking all personal resolution on every level. And so this is really what is happening. This inner light is very intelligent, and it works inside of us. For all is one. All is a mirror of yourself, or a mirror of your soul. And working from this, and the physical body has great wisdom to inform us. It has higher intelligence. So we need to relax, and let the solution emerge, rather to work it out from a purely mental perspective. For the solution will emerge as we find this peace, we find this relaxation, we find this serenity. And it is really from there that we find this wholeness and the sense of security, and the solution emerge. For it is very difficult to feel well when we don't feel that sense of security. But understand, you are worthy of peace. You are worthy of to move into this one light. And if we seek validation on the outside world, it will just increase the fear and the blackness within ourselves right now. It is very important to not seek validation on the outside world, although it will come when it comes, but to rely more on this inner truth, to know what is true for you, and to follow that. That will reinforce your sense of security and peace. And so for it's like we've been through this dark tunnel, but at any time we can move into the white light, and we'll see that we leave the tunnel behind. And the white light is non-personal, it is non-judgmental. We don't need to do anything to achieve this unity with the light. It is already there. It is already, whenever we're ready to make this quantum leap. So I'm going to continue to discuss a bit that. I'm going to pull a few cards. For the past is the departure. We know, we've been informed we're going to have to move forward. What we are now is revelation. All things are being revealed. There's going to be some very powerful things that are coming, and the future is reparation. We're going to be able to bring it back into alignment, those things that we need to bring back into alignment. What we're working on now is enthusiasm, to stay focused on positive outcome. And the future is courage, the courage to address things. Sometimes it's like, feel like, whoa, it's like, do I really need to do that? But then we do it anyway. We'll see, without expectation. If you don't have an expectation, you can do things and with and then have positive expectation, but do not trust the outcome, to let God work out the outcomes. For yesterday, I put an English video. For usually when if we put the same video twice on YouTube, they censor it. But yesterday I put it once, and he appeared twice. And it's funny, I had many more views on the second video with no title, but I don't know why. So it's like, fine, if they do it today, I will leave them on. For people to thank you very much for coming to listen to those messages. I hope they assist you, they reinforce this. We really want to giving you validation to listen to your own inner truth. I'm not really, it's not my truth that you seek to or anybody else's truth. It's your own truth that we all need to be really well anchored within our own truth. And I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. For we are all part of this first wave of ascension. If we're ready, we're there. We're going to be there. It's like paving the way. The Christ, the Buddha, Saint Germain, all the ascended masters, the came here to pave the way for the ascension, and they showed a way towards back to the source, to the light. And so they've done this before, but now it is our turn to do that. Both ascension is both personal and collective. And so if we're ready for the first wave will inspire like millions on the second wave, which will inspire billions on the third wave. For ascension is about adopting the Christ consciousness. For Joshua came and he became one with his God self and became the Christ consciousness, the model of Christ. But we all have to do that. We all can do that. So it's a matter of making a leap of faith. And although there may be doubts and fear at some points, eventually we leap anyway. And if you are ready, you're part of the first wave. If you say, am I ready? Yes, you're ready. Then you'll be part of this first wave. And so I'm going to rebound on 3 messages that came through channels that I thought were quite interesting. Did I pull those cards here? No, I don't think I pulled those cards. I'm going to pull some cards. So just little ideas that spirits always communicate, share with us. So it's important to continue to work with our spirit, to do invisible forces. The highest wisdom is faithful heart. Be true to God, be true to yourself, be true to those you love, to remain true and faithful. What we need to understand is the observer, to remain neutral in relationship to all that is going on. To become a compassionate observer. What we need to do is going far. We're really starting, once we pass the finish line, we won't have too much time to regroup, for we're ready to start a new marathon before us. It's going to be a completely new cycle. And the outcome is the orphan, is finding this. We're going to feel separated from it's okay to feel separate. Might feel separated from the world for a little while, but it is because our inner light is regrouping and it's going to come together inside. So it's like, and that leads us to deep knowledge, and then we're going to find ourselves, and then we'll reconnect to the world with greater ease. But first, we need to find ourselves. It is very important, and the idea of separation is just an illusion we've created within our mind. But with such a powerful creator, we made the illusion of separation very real. I want to rebound on the message of Joshua, that channel messages. He was taking the example. He says, imagine when you look at the Olympic Games and you look at the actors, the athletes, you're seeing like very short time their performance. But in order to do that, they spend years and years and years of preparation for those like few seconds or few minutes of experience. And it is a little bit like the same thing with light workers. We've been prepared for like years and years and years, and people will only see like the finish line. So we're really on the leading edge. We're really on the leading edge, and we're being prepared to become the coach of tomorrow. And when the athletes are finished their career, they're coaching others, and we're going to be coached to the second wave. So whenever you're ready, if you are ready, then it is ready. You can. We are not fully ascended, but if we're ready, we will do it. It's available here and now, and the finish line is there for everybody's announcing this freedom to come, this great freedom that is coming. The Buddha also came to remind us of the powers of meditation. This power wants to lead everybody back to the nirvana, the state of bliss, the eternal bliss. For when the Buddha came into his incarnation, the Amitabha Buddha, he was born into great wealth, into this palace, and it's like, but as soon as he left the palace, he realized of poverty, of sickness, of death, and so he was like, he was shocked by all that, and he decided to leave all of the wealth behind in order to become a yogi and to find a solution to that, and he discovered the state of enlightenment, the state of salvation, and so. All those beings are here now to assist you, and the Christ, the Buddha, and Master Saint Germain, also a good friend to humanity, is always there to assist you in utilizing this violet fire. And so, his message was today's message was: if you feel right, it is right. If it does not feel right, it is not right. Follow your own truth. Now it is very much easier to follow your feeling state. And so, and the point is to connect to our God self, and whatever needs to be transmuted, the violet fire will be able to do that. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. If you're ready, just say, I am ready, and just be ready for the ascension. For we do not know what the experience will be, but our soul and spirit already know that whenever we're ready, this great cosmic elevator, our mind, we're going to wake up one day, and all of those material problems will be solved. We'll be in total gratitude and joy of this newly created life. So trust that and be positive. I'm going to sing this song. It's an old song that was announcing this age of Aquarius. It goes like this. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius, Aquarius. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falsehoods or derision, golden living dreams of vision, Christic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius, Aquarius. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in, the sun shining. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in, the sun shining. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in, the sun shining. Let the sun shine in. It was inner sun. They were talking about in this band named The Fifth Dimension. Long ago, they were already this vision of a golden dream living, this golden living dream of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. The card of the day is the 2 of Gabriel. Be bold and make ambitious choices. Progress is possible. Favor relation with people who see things as you do. So it's about attracting people that are completely aligned with us, so we can co-create without opposition, and to tune into those and be bold, make ambitious choices. The universe will support all of us at this time. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.